Hello everyone, my name is Rachelle and this is my lesson 4 discussion. For my first question, you are the manager of a publishing group of 20 employees. Your parent company is closing your organization and you must inform your employees that they are being laid off. While you will receive a bonus for staying on an additional 2 weeks, you will also be losing your job. Discuss the antecedent-focused strategies and/or response-focused strategies you would use to regulate your emotions and behavior in a situation. Which strategy or strategies do you believe would be most effective or least effective? So antecedent-focused strategies are a type of emotional regulation that happens early within the emotional response, versus response-focused strategies that are developed after the emotional response has already been triggered. So in this situation, I feel that the most effective strategies would be antecedent strategies because I think that prevention is the best method. Meaning that I think in a situation like this where the people you are conversing with are likely to become emotional, the best strategy is to stay as calm and as level-headed as possible. Also, containing your own emotion until you're somewhere private is also important so that your emotions don't influence the emotions of others. The least effective strategies are the response-focused strategies because I think that once you're already feeling those emotions and once you are aware of what that emotion is, like once you can name that emotion, it'll be a lot harder to hide or contain your emotion, especially more intense emotions like anger and frustration. So in the event that I have to lay off employees, I would use cognitive change and attention deployment. One of the best things that I can do in this situation is to remain positive and try to help the employees to focus on more positive things that could possibly come from being laid off, which is that we may all be moving on to better opportunities and the possibility that we may all get a better job, better than the one that we have, because you never know what the future holds. In this particular situation, it would be easy to use attention deployment as I can relate to the employees on the fact that I'm also going to be jobless very soon, letting them know that there was no favoritism of superiority going on. And this would hopefully help the employees to feel better about the whole situation and to hopefully understand that it wasn't their fault and that there was nothing that they could have done to prevent it. For my second question, to what extent can organizational commitment and employee engagement contribute to a successful organization? Do situations exist where organizational commitment and employee engagement are counterproductive to organizational success? Explain. So I personally feel that employees are generally the backbone of most organizations or businesses, with the exception of certain family-owned and operated businesses. So having employees that are both happy to be there and committed to the success of the organization is pretty essential to the longevity of the organization, how long they last. An organization is pretty much non-existent without its employees. For answering the second part of this question, the one thing that comes to mind that would be counterproductive to an organization is stress, because we've learned that 60% of illnesses are caused by stress or made worse by stress or stress-related symptoms. So if an employee is experiencing a ton of work-related stress and they don't really have coping or relaxing measures, those factors combined may decrease their productivity. If an organization does not offer resources to assist the employees on learning how to handle work-related stress, it could definitely have adverse effects on an organization's longevity. And if a decent amount of employees are feeling the stress of working there, that would increase the impact that the organization would feel from the decreased productivity because more workers would have decreased productivity. Also, I think that in most cases, workplace competition is a good thing in the aspect of increasing productivity. However, if employees are competing for no reason, if there's too much competition, that can also have a negative effect on the health of the organization. And that's it for my lesson 4. Thank you.